starts now.
All right, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the Kombat Kast for the Joker.
Woo-wee!
I know you guys have all seen the trailer and seen all the social around it and everything that everybody's excited about seeing the Joker. A very brutal new version of the Joker that we're all excited about. Before we get started, I'm Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studio. Beside me, I have
Stephanie Brownback, Senior QA Analyst.
Derek Kurtzik, CEO of Jade Army. Hashtag Jade Army.
Okay. We didn't talk about that beforehand.
What's the matter?
Behind the power station, as usual, is our good friend, Mr. John Anderson.
It's me, producer, John Anderson.
Jandy Man can.
There we go.
Boom.
Awesome. So we're here to talk about the Joker. That's going to be the major point, the thesis of the show today. Before we get started, though, a couple things. I know that we did put out a patch prior to releasing the Joker that had some nice fixes, a few little balance things, but also just some stuff. For instance, added some new brutalities people can find.
Yes, including my favorite brutality in the game, which is a throwback
Whoa.
to one of my favorite classic fatalities.
And it's coming up, I believe, in one of the holiday ones we got coming.
I know what you're talking about. We're not going to say anything more about it.
We're done. We're done.
Because also, one of my favorites, too.
Yes.
We also had fixed some augments that were not working correctly.
Or working as intended, or they weren't working as designed. They were doing some bad stuff, and they were exploiting some stuff.
So not working correctly works.
Yeah.
Right. Fatal Blow armor startup.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest. So a lot of the balance stuff we wanted to do was the overall universal mechanics like jump kicks, fatal blow, and stuff, rather than character changes, and that's a big one.
Now, there were a few of those as well, but
There's a couple, but
more mechanical stuff from the top end.
yeah, with the armor, it now starts on the 8th frame instead of the 5th, which means it'll be a little bit easier to like poke out of stuff or not use it to go through gaps and strings and stuff like that. And I think through playing, like in the QA lab and all that, it's fairly noticeable. I think it'll actually come up.
For the people struggling with math, that's 3 more frames.
Thank you, Derek.
Which is funny to me because you hear about that and you don't really think that it's a huge thing. But like I was
Right.
playing Kombat League matches the other day with Jax, and I like to throw it out willy-nilly.
No, you don't.
Really?
Yeah.
So you could have just said, I play Jax.
Right. And I did it, and I got stopped.
Yeah, that's one of those subtle little changes where at first, talking to Paulo about it, I'm like, I don't know, is that really going to make a difference? And then I started playing, and it's like, now I was playing Jade, and it gets interrupted, and I'm like, this was too much. Although they're ruinated. Yeah, so it's a small change, but I think it'll make just a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, I think I do like the change. Like a lot of like I like the change we made this time around. Awesome. So I mean, most important thing we got the Joker today.
Yeah, we got the Joker, and from one of our Twitter peoples, the what do.
Oh, this is big. Oh, this is a big one.
They asked when are the Kano and Scarlet Cold War skins coming, and they are coming very soon.
It's the Consigliero, Kano, and the Cold War Scarlet. Yes.
Yep.
No
Very
date for
soon.
you, but people hit me up with that every day.
Oh,
they
yeah.
subtweet me in tweets that aren't even to anybody else, but I'll hear about those.
Tyler made it about himself somehow.
It happens to all of us. So those are coming very soon for everybody. Those are super awesome skins.
Yes.
Yes, the
So-
Scarlet one's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so keep your eyes open for those. Not going to give you an exact date, but they're coming. Stephanie, let's talk Jade. Not Jade.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, yeah.
Jade Army. Here we are. CEO. What can I do for you?
I saw you all over there. I was like, Jade, no. Let's talk Joker.
This is exciting. One of the weird things is this is actually the 3rd iteration we've done of Joker.
Yes.
MK versus DC Universe, the Injustice series.
Rage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a design challenge to what do you do with this character? And I think one of the neat things is we are not beholden to a teen rating. Like Mortal Kombat is very, very violent, and that kind of allows us to do stuff that we normally wouldn't do. But in keeping with comic violence, it's still very, very wacky.
And that's a really interesting point you bring up because we're used to we've made Scorpion a bunch of times, Sub-Zero,
Right.
and Joker.
Right.
So
Yeah.
finding out how to
Making him fit inside of the Mortal Kombat universe, right?
and
Yes.
and break out of his own universe because he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I would say that we're going to see it here in a few minutes, but Joker definitely. I mean, it's a fun design thing for designers, I'm sure, to be
Yes.
like, well, this will probably work. No, that's too crazy. There's nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
it's Joker. You can go nuts with this.
And I think a lot of people kind of speculated that he would be like this grim, dark, ultra-violent, like grounded Joker.
Right.
And I'm sure that's something our designers and artists thought about, but he actually ended up being still it's violent but really wacky.
Yeah,
Which I love.
He is a great mixture of crazy and
Yes.
wacky, right?
Yeah.
Like he is a really good mixture of it. Like his personality of being wacky comes through in some of the combos, but then you see the crazy where he kind of just beats you down with the cane. So I
Yes.
mean, it's a really great mixture in the design of this character.
Yeah, I think Stephanie put it best. We were talking before the show, kind of prepping for what we're going to talk about, and just a showman.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he
just-
seems to be having a lot of fun.
There's little jump kicks and things where there's just this Broadway flourish.
Yes.
That's really cool to watch. So, we've said it many times. Like we work here and we work with these people. And we love these people, but like just the personality given to these characters. Every time we have a new character, like the personality. Like yes, they fight. Yes, they punch. Yes. But the way they move across the screen and just show real personality is awesome.
The way I would describe it is Joker seems to be putting on theater and all that, and he seems to think the opponent's in on it too.
Yeah.
Like, aren't we having fun doing this show?
Like they're doing a
That's
stage
what
play.
he does with Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all a grand performance.
Yeah,
Let's actually go to some gameplay.
let's do it. So, Joker actually uses a cane now, which before he had weapons in Injustice like his knife and his crowbar, but now he actually has a cane that he uses all the time. That's one of his gear pieces.
We have a problem, sorry. The gameplay's really loud,
Okay.
and I couldn't turn it down. A second.
Of course, he has a cane. He's a gentleman.
Yeah.
He is still a gentleman.
And that is spelled with a K, to be clear. Is it? I hope so.
How are we doing? Are we doing on sound, John?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know what to do.
I thought you were going to say gentleman was spelled with a K, and I was like,
No.
where is the K? No. All right.
Can you actually actually come back to us, John, real quick? A little technical difficulty. Go into the sound and just turn the masters down.
Okay.
So yeah, Joker.
Yep.
Awesome. We got three. We're going to show the three variations today from
Yes.
tournament.
We're
Right.
just going to show the 3 tournament variations.
But we did create awesome loadouts last night. Stephanie and I worked on some neat loadouts. We have one that's the normal one, which we've shown. Then we have a dapper one,
Yes, which is my favorite.
which is where
love
I
it.
kind of figured out the Broadway thing from. And then we have
Weird.
just crazy weird.
Yeah.
So
Whoa. Yep.
well, we're good.
What? We're
Nothing.
good.
I was just freaking out.
Yeah, that's all right. I think
Switching gameplay, let's try this.
one second.
Okay.
Let's get into the game here. So this is the first sort of. Oh, this is awesome. This is we're going to see this pulling the cane.
It loaded too fast.
It did, but he pulls the cane out of his pants. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So, as I was saying, he uses his cane and he uses it in a lot of his normals. He has excellent range. Like the first move I want to show is his 4-2 string, where he actually, it's a high. Okay. And it has awesome range and it easy to hit confirm into a combo. It does really good damage, and this string actually has a crushing blow if it's a counter hit, so. That wasn't a counter hit. And so you can see he gets a combo if it hits, which I can't hit because it's...
So, he's got great range, and he's got flair as well. When, he's got flair when he's doing all these combos as well. So you see, like, his hand flying back as long as,
Yes.
like, he's trying to perform something. So, Jandy's trying to say something, but I have no
You gotta
clue.
talk into the mic. You can't
Yes.
split the difference.
Let's try it. So yeah, moving on.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. Here
Let's
we
take a
go.
quick break. Let's mute everything. We're going to come back. We have some sound issues going on. We're going to try to fix those real quickly, everybody. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry about that. That's where we are. All right, so let's go back to where we were.
Let's start over.
Yes.
So, the first string I'd like to talk about is his forward 2. And I think this is one of his 2 key moves that you're going to kind of revolve your normal game around.
Sure.
So, it's a high, but it's pretty quick.
It's
and
got
the
great
range
reach.
is awesome. And you can easily hit confirm it into a special move,
Okay. Into the beatdown.
or on counter hit, you get a crushing blow, which leads to a combo opportunity. So I think that is definitely, from like the mid-range, his bread and butter move.
Okay.
The other one is his really good mid, and that is forward 1. And
Where
he
he kind of
actually
throws money at you.
it's burning cards, I think.
Oh, I thought it was like cash, because like that would be something Nick would do, is just throw money at you.
Oh, I think you're right. That's money. That makes it even cooler. I never knew that.
Because he has no need for that.
No.
He doesn't care about material possessions.
You could just burn all the money.
So this is a mid. It ends in a low. It's relatively safe. It has pushback. And you can... This special move is an overhead. So,
The Bird Boy beatdown.
yeah, a high-risk mix-up would be you go into the overhead. And then when you've conditioned them, you can go into the low.
So this is the first. If you are a tournament player, this is the first tournament variation.
Yes.
What would you, if you were to give this whole version of Joker a name? What kind of version is this?
A little bit of zoning, and then a lot of mix-ups.
Okay.
And yeah, this is a really fast mid. I think it's an awesome, like, why would you not do this move if you're up close move? You
Got
really
it.
can't go wrong.
What do
one.
you used to call those?
Why not?
There. Why not?
The why nots.
Yep.
His jab strength, I think, is really good. He has a couple of options from it. Like, he can actually get a combo.
Bunk, bunk, bunk. Bam.
He can go into an overhead, or he can go into this ender that keeps him standing. And this is awesome to me because it looks exactly like his throw.
Oh, so it's kind of tricky. A little
Yeah.
tricky there, eh?
Strike throw mix-ups are like
Oh.
one of the key mix-ups in MK11, and I think he really excels at it.
Yes, and he's got the puppet, which is my favorite thing. But
Yes.
we're not getting into that yet.
And one more move is his back 3, which is a low. He can hit confirm into stuff. It's unsafe, but it can also complement his overhead. He can hit confirm it if he wants to stay safe. It's not like the best low in the game, but it gets the job done. I think it's pretty good.
And I love the flare there at the
Yeah,
end.
oh,
He does
yeah.
a nice little spin.
Yes,
We are still having sound issues.
We're fine. We're fine.
Okay.
I think my favorite is probably his down 4, just because of that. Ta-da! He's so happy, and his hop
That's what we're
attack.
talking about too. Like that's the showmanship,
Yes.
the layout there.
So let's get into his special moves. He has 3 in his default loadouts that he'll always have.
Let's come back to us real quick. We're gonna chat and we're just gonna turn it up a little bit. The fans in the chat are asking us for a little more up on the,
Okay.
a couple up on the sound. Sorry about the sound today, everybody. We tested it all out and now it's just kind of going through our board oddly. So we're just trying to get it all fixed
Do you
right
think
now.
this is good?
Maybe one more.
Maybe one
those.
more. Yeah.
So we're gonna do the best we can for you today. But you'll have Joker in your hands very soon, which is exciting.
How
So,
soon is it, Tyler?
Very soon.
All right. But I mean, everybody can hear me fine, right? That's the important thing.
That's the thing.
You can hear me?
That's the thing I always worry about is we're able to hear you.
Yeah, I don't think that's a concern.
No, I think we're fine.
Probably is.
I don't think Derek's being too quiet has ever...
Ever
Never
really
been
been a
said.
problem.
Never been said.
All right, let's go real quickly through the special moves.
Okay.
Let's try this again.
So
Get some feedback.
First is Batsy Poo, where he pulls out his Batman puppet and the gun shoots.
Might be one of the best.
It's...
This is just.
This is one of the things where the designer shows you early, you see the concept art and all that, and you're like,
Okay.
this
Let's
might,
see how this works.
Like, yeah, this is...
It's
How
also,
did I get this job? This is amazing.
It's also one of those things that when you see a trailer and you see how all the fans react and the
Yeah.
players react, and they pick out that one thing and they're like, the bat gun is incredible.
So he has a couple things he can do besides just shoot it. He can actually hold it, and he'll do his impression and talk to Batman.
Well, yeah, because he's crazy. He's got to
Yes.
talk to Batman.
Then you can release it at any time. Mm-hmm. Or he can amplify it. He shoves this rocket in his mouth, and then he actually gets a pop-up, and he can do a combo.
That's pew. Love him.
I love it. He also has multiple things he can say, which is super fun.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different lines. of
I
that.
like I am the knight.
Yeah. I am the nut.
So then he has Bird Boy Beatdown. Mm-hmm. He runs forward. It's an overhead. The meter burn is super cool. So this has a crushing blow. If he has done the amplified one 3 times, it'll be loaded. I gotta do one more.
Okay.
Now it's loaded. And the next time you do it, you will get big, beefy damage without having to amplify it.
Oh. Right on the side of the head. That's nice.
So while normally he doesn't really have big combo launchers with his special moves, that'll allow him to do like pretty much combo damage anyway.
Right.
Then lastly, he has this Jack-in-the-Box. You can hold it as long as you want and then release it. And I think this is best used in your block strings.
Okay, explain.
So you can do release it, and this is usually safe, if not like +1, just literally neutral.
And it's pushing him back a little bit.
Yes, that's a very good point. He can also amplify it. I think if it crouch blocks, it's actually plus. It's pretty much, if you do a string, you see they block it, you don't want to do Bird Boy Beatdown, you can do this. And you can do different things, like you could do just this really quickly, you can do the full string, you can amplify it,
You
all
can hold it
different
for a
ways.
second.
Yeah, hold it for a long time. You basically mix it up, and the opponent has to guess if they're going to interrupt, if they're going to block, is it going to be punishable, or one of the more neutral ones because you're crouch blocking. It's basically just a setup, mix-up tool to do when the opponent blocks your stuff. And
Sure.
there'll also be stuff where like,
Just to keep you safe.
yes,
basically
or
it.
you can do stuff where like you knock them down, and as long as you don't think they're going to wake up, you go into the, and then you can bait out their wake-up attacks, all that kind of good stuff.
I feel as if it's necessary to do the sounds every time he does it.
Yes. It also, the most important thing is he plays the song.
Yes, it is.
Who cares about plus frames when you have that song?
Right.
It's great. It's great.
So-
Cool. What else we got?
Let's go into his throws.
All right. Tyler, always a huge fan of the throws.
Throws. Whenever we have a new character that the designers are making, I always go, and throws
Same.
get put in
Are the
kind
throws in?
but the throws get kind of put in later sometimes.
Yes.
So I'm always sad because it's like the throws aren't in yet. And
Right.
The character can look amazing. I'm like, oh, but no throws. Okay, I'll be back
No
later.
throws? Yep. All right.
So his forward throw has a crushing blow, but it actually has an interesting crushing blow requirement. It's not the usual one, and it's tied to his fatal blow. So let's go straight to that.
Oh, before we go there too, let's talk about that. Front and back crushing blows from throws.
Yes.
Only do one a game now.
Yes, only one a game. So
Forgot
that's,
to mention that.
That's a pretty big balance change for characters that had both those.
Right.
I think there's still some of the best crushing blows to have,
Sure.
but for like Sindel, Baraka, that's pretty big.
Okay, now.
Yep.
So his fatal blow is he pulls out the Jack-in-the-Box and comes out. He can also hold it, and he can actually cancel it, similar to Johnny Cage. And that allows him to actually,
Put on the pressures.
exactly, or he can actually get combos.
Nice.
So this is tied to his throw.
Oh.
That will trigger if the fatal blow is on cooldown. So what you can do is unblock,
Oh, yeah.
exactly, cancel, and then you have an awesome strike throw wrestling game.
That's cool.
You're either going to get a strike into big damage or the crushing blow.
So you could literally be full screen on somebody, just cancel it, and then like walk them down for 8 seconds.
That would be a very long walk, but yes.
Or like, in a way that's not like, just if you do it like even 5 feet away from them, like boom, boom,
Yes.
just do it. And now you have that mind game with it.
Exactly. Like you could do. And then.
Are you going to finish a combo? Are you going to go in for a throw?
Exactly.
Yes.
So that just makes his throw game all the more better when he's on cooldown.
Yep. That's an ingenious use of crushing blow. I love
Yeah,
that.
when I saw that requirement at first, I'm like, I don't get it. What are we going for? And then it's, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's actually really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go into variation 1 moves. So these are the variation moves. And this one is based on Batsy Poo. So the first thing is he can actually cancel Batsy Poo. Unlike a lot of cancels, this one actually doesn't cost stamina. And I don't think this one's about block pressure as much as it is faking you out the zoning.
Right.
Because you can hold it, amplify it, or actually just throw
Throw
it
it
down.
away, yeah.
The second thing he gets is a parry.
You know I love parries.
Oh yeah. So regular, he slaps you in the face with it. And if you amplify it,
Gonna
he gets
pop
a
up.
pop up.
Right into the cane.
And then lastly, this is awesome. He puts it on the ground. If you amplify it, he gets 4 shots. And this is a pretty awesome zoning tool. It's a low, which you can also use in mix-ups.
Right.
It's a big pushback tool, and it's actually a pretty big chunk of damage.
It's also 4 shots, so like reflects don't have a.
That's a
good deal
great
with it.
point. Yeah. You can see it's pretty good damage. Now, if they jump it, you are in a lot of trouble. He's going to have a bad day.
Well, like you're literally kneeling down to put it down.
Yeah,
and set it
you
up.
can like walk behind him, go into your idle animation, get out of it, and then combo him. Like
Yeah.
he's probably going to get sent to Arkham if you jump it.
Sure.
But then that would obviously set up like a lot of his great uppercut. Yeah, I didn't even show that. It's awesome. And it can just keep the opponent away if you just want to use his mid-range footsie stuff. So I think that's variation 1, which, as I said a while ago, a little bit of zoning, and then it actually helps with his mix-ups too, because it's a low, and he has the parry and all that good stuff.
When he's also in the amplified Batsy Pew, he's probably low profiling stuff too, right? So you can't
Oh,
like,
that's a great point.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he's down there on the ground, so you can't hit him with projectiles. You'll probably have to teleport or something like that to get to him.
That's actually a great point, and yeah, so that really helps with the damage. So if he's in a projectile war and it's someone with a high projectile, like they're gonna lose like 20% if he's right,
Right.
on the low
But
bat.
doing that against a teleporter is just you're dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this variation, probably not the best against like Scorpion.
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's go to variation 2, which is the interesting, I would say the setup character, the weirdos variation.
This is how my Joker will dress.
Oh, this costume.
He is ready for the ball.
And you know what my favorite part is, oddly, and this is very minute, it's the white around the cane.
Yes.
It just
same.
adds a level of class to it.
Yes.
So tell us, because we call this one Classic Clown.
Yes.
How would you talk about this variation?
I would say this is your weird setup one. If you like plus frames and weird, oh, I knock them down in the corner and then I do this setup, I think this is going to be the one you like.
Okay.
Probably if you played like the Injustice Joker, like, or if you're like a creative player and you're like, yeah, show me the setups, I think this is going to be the one.
Okay.
So in this variation, he gains 2 new moves, and they're Jack in the Box based. The first is he puts the Jack in the Box on the ground and it shoots up in the air. And this is an anti-air tool. So he predicts you're going to jump, puts it down, then he's going to get combos. Now, it does not have a hitbox on the way down, but if you amplify it, it does. And now it becomes a space control tool. So you can put it out. The opponent's going to have to move out of the way or block.
Right.
And that's going to allow you to get the gun out, go in with forward 2, go in with forward 1.
Also, like, it's very tricky because if you don't notice the flash, they look the same.
Yeah, the difference is he actually has a light on the head as it's coming down, but it's very subtle.
Right. So you really have to pay attention.
It also has a close, medium, and far.
Directable.
And you actually have a pretty tight pop-up window if you do it up close. The second move he gets is he kicks the Jack in the Box on the ground, and I think this is going to be your setup tool because it is actually big time advantage on block.
Yeah.
Like, now these are very easy to interrupt, but if you condition the opponent with all your different stuff, they're going to want to block, and that's going to set up doing the low one. And on hit, it pops up for a combo.
Does it?
It does if you're not
I don't
really
know.
bad. Now, that move is too slow to combo off like his normals and stuff, but for setups, it's going to be awesome. Like,
Gotcha.
you can put that on the ground and bait a wake-up attack, or you can do it in block strings. It's going to have like a lot of uses. And it's also just super fun to use.
You can, I mean, you can bait out wake up attacks too with it because like they'll armor through it, but you're going to lose some
Exactly.
meter that way. So there's definitely like the mind games with how we react on knockdown too as an
Yeah,
opponent.
I
So,
think the creative players are really going to like this
Yep.
one. And lastly, we have the variation that I use. And one thing I think is cool about him is you can see these are all quite different. Like, I think his normal attacks are like pretty straightforward and
Right.
simple to use. The special moves are where he really gets unique.
This is the one you said earlier that I would enjoy.
Yes, this is the one I play. This is the one where this is the opposite of the last one. You're like, I don't care. I don't even know what plus frames are, and I'm not playing the tutorial. I want to do combos.
Right.
YOLO Joker.
And this outfit,
Awesome.
the feathers are so awesome. So this one, he loses Bird Boy Beatdown, which means he loses his overhead, but he gains bigger range, and if you amplify it, big combos. So now he confirms this, and he's going to get pretty beefy damage.
Yeah, that's good. 32, 2 bars.
It also has a Fatal Blow. If this is a counter hit at max range.
Bam. I love the brass knuckles.
Yes,
on
I
the-
love
the
that it has
boxing
a brass
gloves.
knuckles.
It's just like you got to think about when he's inventing those. That it's like they're padded gloves, but no, let's just make the gloves metal then.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
But he's
That's-
the Joker, and
that's crazy.
he's an absolute psychopath. So
Awesome.
Yeah, and I think this complements everything. This complements his parry if you want to make your own loadout. It complements his Fatal Blow if he cancels it. This definitely gives him pretty big damage. Like in the corner, he can actually amplify it twice, and you can end in like corner combos and stuff. Like I've seen
corner comms, right?
Quarter comes.
off his Fatal Blow cancel, I saw literally a 50% combo. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah. So the other
I
thing
was
he
gonna
gets,
say, what else does he get? What else?
he gets. This is really fun. This gas canister.
Harkening back to his victory and justice.
Yes.
That's right. I didn't
Correct.
even think of that. What was that?
That was him shaking the can because he was in front of the camera. Remember?
Okay, yes. So you can actually hold this down. This is as fast as it can be. Or you can hold it. And at any time you can amplify it and it'll actually pop them up. So the idea would be you like knock them down, do it. They try to jump over it and the pillar of flume goes up and it'll anti-air them. So if they jump, you let it rip. Oops. That was not good.
Nope. You know what? It's the theme of the day.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I feel like Joker's
Hey.
sabotaging us.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
all good.
Joker
Okay.
has definitely sabotaged portions of the stream today.
Or you let it go, and then if they don't immediately step in it, it now does dot damage.
Well, and
So-
also, just real quick to point out, like, can you get closer to Johnny? Like right about here. Like, you can see how much that flame goes out. So you don't
Yes.
actually have to be right next to him.
Right,
It
it's a
actually kind
really
of
big
advances on its own, too. Because it's liquid, and that's what liquid does.
Scientists. So this is a good thing for like maybe there's some cool stuff you can do in the corner and things
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, and I think the amplified one is great. Like so many times I'll fight people and they try to jump and then they're always like, "Oh my god, that still hit me."
Right.
I've never played against a jumpy opponent. Never once.
Wow.
Well,
Those are lies. I'm lying.
I would say that is Joker. I think, like I said, I think he can be very straightforward and very simple. You can just forward 1, forward 2, throws, big combos, a little bit of space control with the puppet. Or if you want, I think Variation 2 is going to be pretty interesting. And he has a couple moves you saw in the trailer that we didn't show. We only showed 3.
Right. Really cool stuff with the Joker. Definitely excited to see kind of where Joker fits into the meta. It's always fun throwing a new character in to see how they kind of
Yes.
disrupt the current meta and what things are happening. So that's always awesome. So
I also think I would overall say he's pretty simple to play, but it looks like he's more complicated than he is, which is great because you look smarter than you are when playing.
it's good. Love characters like that, I
Yeah.
think. Maybe.
I don't know.
Derek, do we have anything else about the Joker?
Do we want to show a second fatality at all, or
You want to get that set up while we do
Yeah.
birthday shout-outs?
what's that you say, Tyler?
I'm actually liking birthday shout-outs more lately.
Yeah.
Really? You've turned the corner?
Well, this is our last birthday shout-outs.
That's all-
JK.
All I had to do was say that I liked them.
Yeah, anything you like, I just want to get rid of. All right, so here we go. We've got Anthony, Team Aquarius. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Uncle Tactus, aka Sue Giggity. All right.
Okay.
MK Jasper, and our friend Honeybee. Happy birthday, Honeybee.
Yeah.
Hannah Evers, Scott Quinn, Rich Carl, Eric Zalas, the Brutality Master Brian LeBaron, and my wife Candace.
Oh, that's
Love
great.
Candace.
Yeah, I actually forgot her and had to write her in. That was my bad.
Did you remember a present?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we talk later?
Probably.
You want to stay over?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So happy birthday to everybody. Thanks for continuing to watch the Kombat Cast. Let's take a look. Oh, right. Got to finish it off. Got to. Excellent. Exclamation point. All right, let's take a look at the fatality, huh?
Just FYI, there's an audio component to it.
Yep.
So we might not be able
Yes.
to hear it. So let's all be very quiet.
Sure.
Okay.
Nailed
awesome.
it.
That was awesome. We're putting that up on our social soon too, as well.
I love the little hop dance he does as he walks up to them.
Yes.
He's so fun.
All
Just a
show.
gift. All this,
All
all
show.
just the show stuff. Remember, we do have our final combat coming soon. More information about that on our social coming soon as well.
Can't
It's going to
wait.
be very exciting for
Yes.
that.
Last chance?
Last chance qualifiers right
I mean,
before
that,
then.
that is the most exciting. Nothing is more intense.
It's super fun to watch. So we'll have more information about times and dates coming soon, of course. But there's nothing.
You gonna be there?
I'll be there.
You gonna be there?
Of course.
I'm thinking about it.
Cool.
I gotta check my calendar.
Yeah, just you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
So awesome. We're very excited about that. Anything else before we take off?
I mean, did you want to fight at all? Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
First bet first to 2.
Okay.
Who? Oh,
Do you remember what screens you have to even go into?
I do. I'm gonna make sure we did this.
Okay.
Very excited. It's been a while. We don't. I mean, the belt's kind of whatever now, right?
Yeah. It is.
I mean, I still have it, right?
It's because you forget it places. So yeah, you
That is
do.
also true. That is
You
also
do.
true. So we're gonna do the Jade vs. Kano. I like it.
The usual.
The huge.
Let's do it.
I recently started playing Jade again, and I immediately remembered why she is amazing.
Jade Army. Hashtag
Yeah.
Jade Army.
I've been going back to Kano a little bit again.
You know, since we have sound issues, we probably don't need to have to.
Yeah, the sound actually's gotten better.
Okay,
It's gotten better.
okay.
I've been reading.
I'll always start
oof.
exploring new characters, and then I forget about Jade. Then I go back to her, and I'm like, 2 matches, and I'm like, oh yeah, she's amazing.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Missed the punish on that.
Come on now with this jazz.
Nice.
Good wake up attack. A lot of the wake up attacks actually got adjusted in this last patch, which I think is great. Just
Lies.
slight hitbox adjustments to make them a little bit more easier to use.
Nope. Boo.
I like that you kept her in the corner.
Just
that
a
was
bit
smart.
attacker. That's what they say.
Is that what he says?
Do they say that?
He says that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was good.
Oh,
right
come
under it.
on now.
It's so fun when you do the upgrade and they jump into it and you get the shadow kick. Good down 4. I think that's got to be Jade's best normal attack.
Forgot that works.
That was a very good parry. Oh, big ball roll.
Oh,
Okay, good parry of your own.
nuts and berries.
Oh,
That was a waste of a crushing blow, but that's alright.
That's okay.
a Jade down 2. Never seen one.
No, actually, that's
was
probably
the
somebody
first-
should record that.
That was the first one you did all the game, though, oddly. Oh, what was I doing?
Yeah. Oh.
Instead of punishing, you decided to just roll away. That's okay. Big wiggly stick.
Oh.
Oh, big overhead. Combo. Pocket acid. You know, one of Joker's associates has a bad history with acid.
It's true. If I can make it.
Did you guys know that Joker actually debuted in the same issue as Catwoman?
Oh, I thought you were dead.
I was there.
Batman #1 from 1940.
I didn't know that.
And if I could own any comic book, if I was a millionaire, that would be the one thing I'd want to buy.
I got it for you.
That's impressive because
Aw.
it's very expensive.
How much is it?
Probably be about $50,000 or so.
You got to learn less than that.
Oh my.
I have actually seen it in person at one of the cons. It's pretty awesome.
How can these boys still stink this bad? Play me sometime. Let's see.
Wow, you actually seem slightly mad.
the amount of times it's happened where someone has said that on stream and played me and been like, "Oh, I was really nervous to play you." I'm like, excuses don't matter right now.
I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, you're correct. I do.
Over Christmas break, my mom was visiting, and we went to downtown, and we went to a comic book store, and I bought Poison Ivy's first appearance.
Really?
Detective Comics number 181. Or sorry, Batman 181.
Ooh.
I'm going to have it graded. I'm very excited. That is a very nice addition to my collection. Did anybody watch Crisis on Infinite Earths? Because I loved it.
And if you, well, I'd like to point this out. If you haven't done it yet, go into the crossplay rooms.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really cool.
I'm now thinking of the 90s Bone Thugs song, Crossroads, but with crossplay. I'll see you on the crossplay, so you won't be lonely. I'm gonna play everybody.
Oh, alrighty. That was
Thank you.
good. That was good. Uh-oh. Ah.
I'm not very good against Jade. I also just not playing very well to start.
Well,
It
it's because
seems like you're
the
just
audience got in
mashing.
your head. That's what
I
it
am.
is.
I did get my head a little bit. That's probably true. There.
Ooh.
Oh,
5
see,
frames.
Yeah,
Yep.
in the previous patch, you would have came back, you would have not put the controller down during a mercy.
Oh, I didn't see that. Come back. Oh, you did it. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, pal.
Not your best performance.
Sorry, pal.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Boots.
So I lost.
Yeah.
We hope to see y'all very soon. Oh. And before we go, I want to say one thing because I know that everyone's expecting it. I've seen it on Twitter. So I'm going to do a quick hat change.
Tyler's final moment.
Tyler's final moment. Kansas City Chiefs 49ers this next weekend. As you know, I'm a huge Chiefs fan. Final score, 32-17 Chiefs. All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you.
What about my prediction?
Sure, go ahead.
You know, I think Mahomes is looking great.
Good.
Patrick, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
But the Titans have the best defense in the league.
Is this MK related?
Can we please move this
Yeah,
on?
we just beat the Titans, actually.
We've had enough.
Oh,
Let's go.
So thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Joker, we'll be at you next week. See you later.